What's up, everybody? My name is Jared Weathers, and welcome back to What's Me a Podcast. And today, it's only gonna be two of us today, but that's okay. I just rhymed, and I didn't even know that I'm a poet. Just kidding. Uh,
Stop rhyming, okay?
stop. I'm sorry.
I'll slap you like Apollo Crews slapped Andrade 2 weeks ago on Raw.
So obviously you heard him. I'm here with one of my co-hosts, Aaron Ahmed. Hello, Aaron. How are you today?
I am great.
Awesome.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Yeah. So before we start this, I want to tell everybody. So I have officially let Jason and Brandon in on the co-hosting, since we pretty much do it all together anyway. So I just don't have one co-host anymore. I have 3 co-hosts, so there's 4 hosts for this show.
Oh god, 4 hosts. Host.
Crazy. Host. You missed one.
No, I said 3 and then I said host, so you added the 5th one.
That's true.
Who's the 5th? Who's the 5th member? It's Hulk Hogan.
Oh god, no.
Coming to destroy Weathers Media Podcast.
Oh jeez. So you guys are all hosts now.
Let's give them a round of
yeah, come on, round of applause, everybody.
Applause.
Good job.
They're not even here to accept the applause.
Yeah, right. They're not even here to accept the clap.
Why are we doing it then?
I don't know.
I suggested it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's all your fault.
Oh God. Hey, at least I'm not eating food on the podcast.
That is true. That honestly makes me upset when you do that. So thank you for not.
But I always try to keep it discreet.
Yeah, you try, but it doesn't work.
No, never does.
So I don't know if we're gonna go weekly. But we haven't done one of these in a couple weeks, so we decided to do another one.
Yeah, it's been a while, so.
Yeah. So if you guys want us to do this weekly, seriously comment below, or I don't know, hit us up on Instagram or whatever. Oh, okay. We have another person joining. Hello, Brandon.
How's it going?
Good.
It's Mad Dog Brandon tuning.
Little late, but that's okay.
Hey.
I didn't know there was a timer for me to enjoy this podcast with you, my friends.
There isn't. So actually, me and Aaron, I was just talking to Aaron. I have officially made you and Jason 2 more co-hosts for the show.
I'm fantastic.
So
I'm still number 1, bud.
Well, obviously, because me and you were starting this podcast, we actually had a different podcast before this one.
Yes.
So
we had multiple different podcasts.
We did. That we did.
Ones that did, but hey, it's okay.
So Brandon, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, my friends.
Awesome. Oh man, so I bought a gaming chair the other day, and it should be here tomorrow. I'm so happy.
Was that a responsible COVID-19 purchase?
Of course it was.
Yes.
So now I can actually, record videos in my room instead of not recording videos. So there you go.
Fair enough.
It matters to me. It's still real to me. Anyway, we're moving on.
Damn it.
That's a real yell, folks.
Here we go.
So many inside jokes.
Now, remember the innuendo here.
No, I honestly, on a real note, I would like to say thank you to my 563 subscribers.
Let's give them a round of applause. They've been here for a long time, and it's sparked because of Lucky Day is a Scam. If you haven't seen that video, watch it.
It's a great video.
It's their mostly viewed video on your whole channel.
It is. That Titus Young video though is getting up there. It's getting up there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're moving on. So Um. So obviously, if you guys haven't heard, we're gonna start with some sad news today. Shad Gaspard, one half of Crime Time with JTG, is lost out to sea. Him and his son were playing in the ocean, and they got taken by a rip current. His son got saved, so his son is okay. Unfortunately, Shad is not okay as far as we know. We don't know what happened to him. He's still presumed missing.
I will say I respect Shad for what he did. What happened was there were two rip currents, right? The first one, the lifeguards and the rescue team, they went to go save Shad first. But Shad's like, no, get my son. I give him mad respect for that. And
100%.
yeah, but
All
yeah,
right.
just sad.
Um.
Sense.
So Brandon, did you hear about Shad getting taken out to sea?
Of course. I did hear about that yesterday morning. I thought it was another Facebook hoax, but when I read into it and I heard the story behind it, um, I remember fond memories of Crime Time, and I do remember enjoying Shad's in-ring work. So just like anybody in wrestling, if I hear about a passing, it hits me harder when I actually have seen them wrestle. And so for me, not to make a joke out of this, but if there's anybody that I would love to see have a castaway moment and be found very soon, it's Shad. I would love to see him safe and home. I know they called off the search, so the chances are getting slimmer by the second, but chances can be remade, and we can't give up.
That's
Um,
right.
so I'm hoping he'll be found.
I also hope he's found.
Yeah.
Yes, fond memories of Crime Time selling Lita's panties on Raw. Great, just such a fond moment. Anyway, trying to
I was
lighten the mood
when
up here a little bit.
when I I was actually thinking of that exact thing that Jared mentioned. I was like, "Hey, remember Crime Time Saltinas?"
After she said she was retiring,
Yeah,
like, come
yeah,
on, man, you couldn't wait like a day or like a week. Got to do it right now.
yeah.
It's really unfortunate because personally, I really wish that before this happened, that I would love to see a what's the word I'm looking for? A dream match between the Street Profits and Crime Time, just because they're
It
so
it
similar in
was
style.
it
That would have
was
been awesome.
rumored that Crime Time was gonna return to WWE. I believe like later this year or maybe next year. They were in talks of returning.
Hmm. Yeah.
So because
Well,
they're on good terms with WWE.
Oh
yeah.
They've
yeah.
never left on bad terms. So
See, I think it's weird though because they still use the same name as they use in
but
WWE.
yeah, but like copyright reasons, they can't have the Y, so they have the
Right.
I.
Yeah. Well, I think that weren't they called Crime Time before they were signed to WWE?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure they were, and it was spelled the right way, so they had to spell it a different way so they could own the original copyright while WWE owns the
Right.
second copyright. I guess.
Yeah.
Um, Sticking on wrestling though, and I guess a little better news. Uh, the former Revival, now called the Revolt or FTR, is actually getting sued by the original Revolt in a tag team in North Carolina.
What?
That apparently they all know each other. And the first Revolt was actually called the Revolt for decades and decades. And the official word from Dax Harwood is that they're called FTR, and FTR is going to stand for something different throughout different phases of their career. I guess that's how he put it. So Aaron, I have to ask you, if they're not called the Revolt, why are they still calling themselves the Revolt?
I don't know. I don't know. I like that name though.
I do too.
I think it's dumb they're being sued by old veterans that don't wrestle anymore. So, you know.
Okay, hold on. Can
Okay.
I interject?
Of course.
I understand your point, but the only reason I believe you're saying that is because these were old veterans that don't wrestle that never made it to the big time. Now, let's
No,
say,
not.
hold on. Let me finish. I'm gonna let you finish, but hold on. Let's say a random
Beyonce
new
had the
tag
best
team,
album of all time.
a random new NXT tag team just came out in the spot and called themselves the Road Warriors. You wouldn't be offended? I would be offended.
I'd be
I
fun.
I wouldn't if okay, if the circumstances were if Road Warrior Animal gave them the blessing to do that.
Correct.
But
Right, but
And now
listen,
you
not
have to look at
give
this.
the revival a blessing to use that name. They just started using it.
Mm,
well, they didn't know.
They
They
did
didn't
know.
know
they
it was
did.
well
They
They
no
did
no
did.
know.
They all know
they
each
knew
other.
but they didn't know it was gonna backlash on them like this. They didn't expect that,
Okay, I agree with
is what I'm
that.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
That.
I wouldn't disagree with that either, but still, whether they knew it was going to happen or not, I wouldn't have done it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I wouldn't have been like, hey, Jared, when we get back together, we're going to start the NWO,
Right.
New World Order. But I hope that we're not going to get backlash for using that very copyrighted material.
Yeah.
No, no, I can't. My thing is, it's already been talked about and revealed that they knew about it. They didn't care about it. And when
Right.
they were contacted about it, they made this backstory like, oh, no. We never meant to stay the revolt. It's just a blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
No. They're backpedaling because they know money's on the line.
Yeah. I do agree with that. Um. So we'll see what happens, and if we get any updates, obviously we'll update everybody who listens to this. Uh. Another thing I want to talk about, a very serious thing that I feel, um, I guess, lack of a better word, very powerful about. Um,
Passion.
what?
Passionate.
Passionate. That's right. I feel very passionate about it. I'm very upset by it. I just want to make that clear. So I already have a video on my channel about it. It's a very short video, but I want to hear what you guys had to say about it. So the NFL, if you haven't watched the video, the NFL is, uh, and this is their words. This is what they said, almost a week ago now. The
Mhm.
NFL said if teams hire more minorities, they will give them a better draft pick at round 3 or whatever. And that makes me upset personally, being half Mexican, um, and hiring people minorities for diversity's sake, and that's it. No, based on no merit, makes me upset personally because I really feel like this is more of a token minority thing and not someone who is based on merit. I mean, there are a lot of black coaches in the NFL already, so I think this is more trying to get like women coaches, like female coaches, and probably like more Hispanic coaches and like people from different races and creeds and whatever. Um, just for that, just because of that, not based
I
on merit or anything. So I want to hear what you guys think. We'll start with Brand. I want to start with Brandon this time. Because we started with Aaron last time.
okay, fair enough.
I actually don't really have an opinion on this because this is the first time I've heard about it, and if I were to make an opinion on it, it wouldn't be backed by facts. But not knowing the facts and not knowing the context, I would have to think that maybe this would have been a misunderstanding, and maybe an what's the word I'm looking for? It's an ill-advised move as they're trying to change the league, in a bad time where everyone can literally is not doing anything other than watching words happen and paying attention to every word being said. Ain't got nothing better to do. Yeah, I think this was just a mistake that was made that they're probably gonna revise very soon.
I hope so. Aaron, your opinion on this?
I feel like people should be hired based on their skill.
Right.
It shouldn't matter what gender, ethnicity, race, background you are. It's all about skill. Especially when it comes to coaches. If you're a good coach and you're a Mexican and you're a great football coach, I'd hire the person. I wouldn't say, hey, if I hire this type of person, oh, you guys can get a really good draft pick.
Yeah.
That's collusion. That's racist, and it's pathetic.
It is very pathetic. I agree with that.
Hashtag hire based on skill. Boom.
All right. NASCAR is back in its official form. No fans, obviously. Maybe we won't get another incident like we had before.
There was another incident in the NASCAR world, which I thought was pretty funny. So this driver, he was in his virtual race, and his kid pulled the plug from his race.
Oh God, totally something. If I had a kid, that sounds like something my kid would do.
Can I point something out?
Sure.
The person that got his computer plugged, I'm 90% sure is Kevin Harvick, who ended up winning the Darlington race that we just returned to racing with.
Really?
So his son couldn't unplug his machine to make him not win this race.
Yeah, that's true. That's funny.
It was either his son or his daughter.
Yeah.
I believe it was his.
Hey, everyone gets a blooming onion.
I saw the clip from it
a
while ago, like 3 weeks ago or so. I was just like, I remembered that. I'm like, oh, NASCAR. That's funny.
All right. So I was telling Aaron, I know Brandon kind of came in late and he came after this. I had really nothing planned. Most of this is just from what I remember. So the rest of this time, we're gonna be talking about some wrestling.
Wrestling, baby.
So
let me.
I want to know. Get what?
Nothing.
If you have a title, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
No.
You do, and next time I see you, you're getting a punch in the face.
I'll record it.
No, I had to put on my WrestleMania 3 shirt.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it right now.
Show me.
You might be, but I doubt that was the original thought that you were going with.
You want to see me wear my WrestleMania shirt?
See?
Yeah.
See?
Show me. Come on.
Jared,
No. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it.
Just show me. Come on.
Okay. Jesus.
Turn on your camera. Let's go.
See? WrestleMania 3.
I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hulk Hogan
okay.
and Andre
All right. I believe you. This time. All right. So I want to hear you guys' top 5 wrestlers, and we're gonna start with you.
Top 5?
Top 5.
Okay. Well, 5 being my least favorite, 1 being my most favorite, obviously. Number
Yeah.
5, I've got Macho Man Randy Savage. Number 4, The Undertaker. Number 3, Rey Mysterio. Number 2, Chris Benoit. Number 1, Eddie Guerrero.
Nice.
Viva
Brandon.
la raza!
I would have to go with putting me on the spot here. I like to make lists, as you know, with some evidence behind it. I don't disagree. Chris Benoit should definitely be in the top 5 of all time. But for me, I feel like it would be number 5 in this particular list. Chris Jericho, number 5. Number 4, Chris Benoit. Number 3, Owen Hart. Number 2, Shawn Michaels. And number 1, The Undertaker.
Of course, The Undertaker.
Can I have an honorable mention?
In a minute, hold on. Let me go through my list, and then you can.
Okay.
So mine is probably gonna skew more current, I guess.
Yeah.
Good picks. I agree with a lot of those picks. For me personally, I've always seen Macho Man, so I think Macho Man would be actually number 5 for me is Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah. Yep,
Number 4 is Macho Man because I am a huge Macho Man fan.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Step into a Slim
Take
Jim. Number 3, I would have to say is Triple H.
I'm a bury
Number
you.
2. Oh god. Number 2. John Moxley. Number 1 is Seth Rollins for me, obviously.
I have something
Okay.
when you're ready.
Sure.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm sorry that I'm pushing this into another topic, but I have to point this out for you guys. Let's talk about the hottest thing in wrestling right now. You want to talk about the hottest thing? You're very close. He is second.
Oh.
He is
Coronavirus.
second. Number 1. We don't talk about Steve Corino in this freaking room. Come on now. Okay. The number 1 hottest thing right now going on in wrestling is Otis. Let me tell you something.
I disagree.
No, you gotta give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
We are on the cusp of the next Marty Jannetty with Tucker because he is about to get outshined by the star that is Otis. I feel bad for Tucker. Give me a second. Let me finish. Number 2, this man screams, "Oh yeah," like the best Macho Man I've ever heard, and I feel like we should give him the moniker of Macho Man Otis Dozovic. To be honest, and finally, to finish it off, we're gonna see Mr. Money in the Bank get ourselves a title win.
All right, so I'm going to disagree point by point with this, okay? Number 1, okay, Otis and Tucker are not the Rockers, okay? Now
They'll
look,
never be the Rockers.
Look, okay. Otis, while I agree is very entertaining, he can't be entertaining by himself. He has to have somebody there. Mandy, Tucker, even Dolph Ziggler, like there has to be somebody with him at all times. He cannot be entertaining by himself. So I disagree with that.
Hold on. Okay. Let me rebuttal that. Are you going to tell me that I'm wrong?
Yes, you are wrong.
Yes.
That I'm wrong?
Wrong.
Yes, you're wrong.
No, sir. I guarantee you your multitude of followers, your 567 subscribers or whatever you said, would be Otis lovers this day and age.
No.
Otis, okay. Otis, he had no business winning Money in the Bank.
Okay, I disagree with that.
AJ Styles should have won.
No, he shouldn't have. So
yes.
the whole point for Money in the Bank, for people who don't know, obviously like Aaron, are for people who who aren't maybe at that main event level that they want to push up. AJ and Baron and Daniel, they're all main event players. They're already there. The person who is not is Otis. So he obviously needed the money in the bank. I disagree with him winning the Universal Championship or WWE Championship. I firmly believe him and Tucker. Because remember, Money in the Bank, you can go for any title. It does not have to be a world championship. I really strongly feel that Otis and Tucker are going to cash in on the tag team champions. 100%.
I don't disagree with that, and I'm telling you this right now. I don't disagree with that, but so were the original Rock and Rollers. They were tag team champions too, and Marty Jannetty still fell out. So I'm telling you right here and now, Otis is a star.
The only reason why Marty Jannetty was thrown overboard was because
Literally.
Shawn Michaels is entertaining by himself.
You don't think Otis is entertaining by himself?
No.
Oh, you are a goddamn liar.
Technically, the Rockers never won the tag titles.
Yeah, technically, it's not in the record books.
Yeah, so
no.
Doesn't count, but
Neither is Chris Benoit, but we still love him, don't we?
Chris Benoit is in the record books, okay?
He is in the record books.
Doesn't sound like it.
He is officially in the record books. They just don't say his name.
They can't mention
or show any
but
footage
he's
or promote him at all ever.
Or talk about the crippler crossface.
Or even mention the crippler crossface, calling it something completely different.
Or choke Edge with a barbell.
Yeah, there's that. They never mention when they talk about Eddie, they never mention Chris, but he's in the record books. I mean, you can look it up. He's there.
Otis
never mentioned
the record books now.
But no, Otis Shawn Michaels, he could talk forever and everyone is focused on him. Otis, unfortunately, the way that they built him, he needed Miz on Miz TV to really do anything with. He needed Braun Strowman to tease that cash in. He needs Tucker to play off of. He needs Dolph Ziggler to play off. He needs other people in this game, or it doesn't work because he's not entertaining alone.
That's because we're in 2020 and everything is scripted to the T, and this is what writing is put for Otis. However, I am telling you, as a wrestling fan, not looking at the script, I see star. I see money.
No. I see money. I don't see star.
I see failed cash in, fired.
Okay, I don't agree with that. Stop trying to be on my side here.
I'm not trying to be on your side.
This is now a triangle because I am on my own side.
Just in, we got a Jay update. Because she is listening to this podcast, she is telling me to let Jared know, if you don't like Otis, you're boring.
No. Don't get me wrong. I love Otis.
He's not saying he doesn't like Otis.
He's just saying
he doesn't just belong in the main event category.
He's not a
main eventer.
Stop trying to talk for me.
Shut up. He's not a damn main eventer. He'll never be a main eventer.
You need to stop talking for me.
No. Okay, back to me. The honorable mention for the best wrestler is me.
No, you're wrong.
Okay.
I am right. World champion for a whole year.
Shut up for a second.
Almost 2 years.
Jay.
Did I just start World War III here at WCW?
Jay, I need you to know, I am an Otis fan. I am a huge Otis fan. I just don't think he can be charismatic or be like Shawn Michaels, entertaining on the mic, making him the center of focus. by himself. He needs other people to do that. He needs other pawns in the game. He cannot do it by himself. I wish he could. He can't. He's just not that.
All right.
He doesn't have that cult of personality around him.
I got one last thing to say about this. One last thing.
Uh-huh.
All right. Mark my words.
You're wrong, but okay.
Undertaker Otis, WrestleMania 37.
No,
never gonna happen.
Don't ever mention that again.
Yep,
Never
it's
gonna
happening.
fucking.
No.
It's happening.
No, it's not. Undertaker's not gonna wrestle for. He's not gonna. No, just no.
If Undertaker wrestles Otis and then loses, I am done watching WWE forever.
That's a lie. I know you know
It's not a lie.
I'm done watching wrestling in total.
Okay, I can't commit to that, but I can commit to not watching WWE since I barely watched it anyway.
What is this triangle match continuing? Jesus Christ.
He keeps trying to talk for me, and he's just not on my side.
Trying to talk for you. I am talking for you. I am the voice of the voiceless.
Stop it.
All right. Nope.
I am the talent. I am the whole effing show. Look at this.
I knew he had the belt. I knew he did. I told you.
I told you.
I just grabbed it. I am the main event. I am the whole effing show. I am the voice of the voiceless. I am everything. I am it all.
He's CM Punk. He's Rob Van Dam.
Hold on.
Definitely Rob Van Dam because I'm a flyer. Get it? Ha.
All right. Aaron, you want to go promo mode? You want to go promo mode against me?
God.
Oh, here you go, Jared. You got a scoop. I still haven't heard an answer for that cage match, Mr. Champion.
Cage match? I didn't hear anything about a cage match.
Oh, way back in Redemption. Way back for Redemption. You don't remember that? Oh, that's right. It must have not been on your radar because you were focused on too many people that you weren't going to face either. Let me tell you something, kid. Let me tell you something, kid. Yeah. Well, Jared Black was focused on other things, better main event players. Next time you come to TC for Mayhem Wrestling, I'm going to see you, and your ass better be in a cage because I'm going to put your ass in it.
I made it in the backyard. I made it in the backyards of Michigan, in the backyards of Iowa, in the backyards of Georgia. I made it.
What, with your sister?
And that's as far as you're going to make it.
But I am...
All right, promo mode over.
I am the Mayhem World's Heavyweight Champion. I mean, look at this big gold belt on me. It looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. It looks prestigious. Now, around the waist of a guy like Mad Dog Brandon Chunin, it looks tarnished, tainted, despicable.
Can't wait to teabag you at the next pay-per-view.
At the next pay-per-view, I'm coming as a fan, and I'm going to watch just someone who I know I'm going to beat and retain my title, and then go on about my ways, only to do it again and again.
He keeps talking.
Yeah.
And yet we can't hear him.
We can't. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. He's still talking.
He's yelling at us.
He's yelling at us. His own microphone was like, listen, bro, you're done. He's still talking. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. I'm not going to lie to you. I knew it was you, Jared. Oh, man.
You know what? Let's let him just rant a little bit. And so speaking of pay-per-views, we got another WWE pay-per-view coming up, Backlash.
Yep.
Edge versus Randy Orton rematch apparently for that. I hope he's done. Let's see if he can come back into the fold.
Let's see.
All right, how do I unmute?
Well,
I'm trying.
while you're doing that, before we dive right into Backlash, I do want to say something about Raw. Just last night, I'm getting lost in days here, but yeah, last night's Monday Night Raw. At the time of this recording, we had the promo where Edge accepted the fight with Orton to this greatest wrestling match ever. And for me, what I was more shocked about with the promo was the fact that they were dropping wrestling, wrestlers, World Wrestling Entertainment, words that we thought were in the Vince McMahon's infamous do not say list.
Right.
So for me, above all else, what the fuck about that? You know what I mean?
Right. No, I hear you on that one. So I also think it's kind of weird that they're dropping wrestling, wrestler. You know, they're dropping these words that Vince McMahon supposedly hates.
The
Instead of
taboo
sports
list.
entertainment. There we go. He's back. Hello.
All right, I've been back. Okay, I've been to hell and back. I've
Are
been
you still? We're not talking about something different.
to the promised land.
We are
of
we are
backyard
we are off of you now when we're talking about the best wrestling match ever between RKO and what was
Rated R
it?
Adam
Superstar.
Cope.
Rated R Superstar. I do think it's a little weird that they're starting to drop wrestler and wrestling again.
I like it.
I also like it. It's a little odd since Vince hasn't died yet, and they can see this.
It reminds me of when when CM Punk had his feud with John Cena.
I'm the best wrestler. He's the best wrestler.
Exactly. Yep.
And he proved it Money in the Bank 2011.
John Cena's a bodybuilder who joined the entertainment business because he couldn't hack it.
That's right.
Now, as far as this story goes, I do have to agree with a lot of the wrestling fans out there that it's super weird to jump from a last man standing match, regardless of how people felt about it. I didn't hate it. Some people didn't care for it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
But we went from a last man standing match at WrestleMania 36 to Backlash in a normal wrestling match, as they keep continuously calling it, at ringside, on commentary, in interviews, in promos. They are nailing this to the head, which makes me believe that this is not Edge and Randy Orton's doing, but this is somebody, possibly even Vince McMahon himself, trying to get old school viewers back because of the ratings failing, if I had to be a conspiracy theorist here. But regardless of all that, I'm actually looking forward to this match just like you guys because of Edge and Randy Orton doing what they do best one more time.
So you guys gotta stop lumping me in with you. I'm actually not excited for this match. We saw it at WrestleMania as the last man standing match. I really feel like that should have been the end of it. Personally, that's how I feel. I'm actually kind of upset that they made Edge and Orton fight again for pretty much no reason. Because it was pretty clear cut. Edge won the feud. I was kind of hoping maybe we could get some rated RKO kind of dropping in there, but I see what you're saying. Trying to get older fans back into the product, and this is probably the best way to do it. But for me personally, I really feel like the feud is over. There's really no further you can go. The last man standing match.
I feel like what's going to happen is they're going to have their wrestling match. Edge is going to win. And then the next night on Raw, they reform Rated RKO.
It's possible. I mean, WWE, anything's possible.
Because I've always known that if there was a tag team that was gonna return that you wouldn't expect, Miz and Morrison.
It'd be Crime Time.
Rated RKO.
Oh, yep.
Okay, too soon, Jared. Too soon.
This is a whole. This is whole. It's a swerve getting ready to prove to the world that Crime Time is returning, as we revisit Vince McMahon killing himself, and now they're saying Shad Gaspard is dying, and he's gonna miraculously be resurrected to become Crime Time again. Yes,
It's a
that's exactly.
swerve, bro. It's a swerve.
You think Vince Russo was up to it?
Probably.
Yeah, of course.
Listen,
I mean,
bro.
he did.
Listen.
I mean,
Listen.
he did kill Owen Hart.
Listen, bro. Are you ready for this?
Ooh.
I got it. You bring Crime Time back, but before they come back, Shad mysteriously dies, bro. It's the greatest story ever told. I mean, I killed Owen Hart, bro. I should know.
I killed Owen Hart.
Back to the issue at hand.
Owen Hart.
I feel like
Oh, no,
that
that was
was
like
like
20 years ago. Sorry, I'm sorry. 21.
20 years ago or something like that.
20 years ago. 1999. Get your facts
Yeah.
straight. Let's get.
Well, 20 years ago, whatever.
20 years ago.
A lot of things happened in 1999.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
A lot of things. Like, stuff. And things, obviously.
I'm hinting at something.
I know what you're hinting at because you always bring it up.
I don't always bring it up.
The last 5 podcasts, you brought it up at least once.
No.
Yes.
No.
Brandon,
Yeah.
Can Brandon confirm this?
Confirm, please.
What for some reason I am out of the loop. What is he trying to reference again?
Columbine. He's referencing Columbine.
Oh no, he has definitely talked about that several times.
See?
No.
100%.
That the Vegas shooting, dude. You talk about shootings for some reason, and I'm afraid you're gonna do it.
I'm not gonna. What the
Says the man who's like, I can't wait for you to come back to TC. I'm gonna punch you in the mouth for talking like this.
Yep, and I stand by my statement.
Okay.
No, when I get back to TC, I'm defending my title, and I
Here we
am
go.
winning. I'm just saying facts.
That's usually what Anyway,
I whooped Georgia.
All right, Randy Orton, Edge. Back to the business at hand. I actually do not disagree with you at all about Jared, about the fact that this is quite upsetting. But I have to think of this as a WWE fan. But if I was going to look at it from your perspective, Edge himself, last week's Raw, not this week's, but last week's Raw, in this whole confrontation being brought back, he thought it was over between him and Randy Orton. He felt he was done. Like he came back for vengeance and he got it. Yeah. So I have to agree with you on that. However, being a WWE fan, I don't mind seeing them fight one more time.
I mean, it's going to be a good match. It's just not needed. Edge won.
I agree with you on that one. It was a great match, and this was going to be amazing, I bet you. But again, now if this is the last time, and this feud dies, because the thing about WWE and why no one watches it now is because they just keep having the same feuds every single week for months on end. Mm-hmm. And it gets boring. The only thing that didn't, you know what's really funny? The only thing that didn't get boring was the whole Rusev, Bobby Lashley, Lana thing.
I wasn't into
it. You know what, dude? 20 million people watch that on YouTube.
Bobby Lashley.
20 million people watch those videos on YouTube. A piece, my dude.
Probably the same 2 million people.
Let's just hope we actually get a Randy Orton entrance this time.
No.
Don't get me wrong. What he did at Mania was clever, and he should have won right there. 2 RKOs and 10 count, simple. But
Now, what might be really interesting. Now, I know they keep kind of promoting it as a wrestling match, but with these two, I don't know if it's just going to be a simple one-on-one singles match. They have been doing a lot of. Listen, they have been doing a lot of movie kind of stuff for the last couple pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe we get one of those with these guys. Maybe we get it like, I don't know, in like a square in Florida or whatever. Like it's it's so big it can't be contained within the performance center. You know what I mean? Like
Viper's Pit.
If I
yeah,
were
sure.
to if I were to advise them on actually keeping into the ring, I would just change the rules to Falls Count Anywhere and still keep it as a wrestling match. Because here's the thing, just like you guys are saying, there's no way this match is going to be contained in the ring. It's just
Right.
not going to happen.
No way. No way. Now, what I would really like to see, I know this isn't an Edge Randy Orton thing. I would really like to see a Firefly Funhouse match on Randy Orton.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be phenomenal.
That,
Now,
like
yeah,
how would you do it? You know, like
I'm
Randy, because Randy Orton is an eccentric character as well.
I'm gonna tell you how. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
So you know how John Cena was the Hulk Hogan? You know, he's he's always on top. He always has the belt. He's pushed to the moon and back.
Yeah.
Well, what if Randy Orton, obviously not being Hulk Hogan,
Macho Man.
Macho Man Randy Savage, because he always seems to be following
He was
John
he was
Cena.
always second to John Cena.
Yeah,
Always.
and
Besides Batista, of course.
no matter what Randy Orton did,
John Cena
was there. He was there. Every big moment that Randy Orton had, John Cena. He was there in some capacity.
Honestly, I believe John Cena and Randy Orton had one of the best feuds in the early 2000s. In 2007.
Maybe, just maybe. Maybe his like huge feud, in 2011 or 2010 or whatever, with John Cena's like, when he went insane,
Mm-hmm.
and he tried to murder John Cena. Maybe it's like he knows that he's number two, and he just tried to murder him because he wanted to be number one.
Right.
I mean, honestly, that'd kind of be like the only way you could really play it.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like it'd be really interesting. Brandon,
I
you
would
haven't
like
talked
to.
for a while.
I'm still here. No worries.
I
Starting
know,
to get a little hungry.
I want to hear what you think about that.
Here's the end of the story for me.
Yeah.
I want more Firefly Funhouse matches with other people to showcase their careers, and I think Randy Orton would be perfect. I think Triple H would be perfect. John Cena already proved to have such a great career that would be easy to do it. Maybe even reach out to The Rock so we can see that terrible haircut again.
Mm-hmm.
Like so much can be done with the Firefly Funhouse style match. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the Fiend is the best. And I just want more Fiend. Doesn't matter who it is against. I just want more Fiend. Yeah. That's it.
I love the Fiend. Personally.
Right.
But then again, I loved Bray Wyatt as a character.
Husky Harris.
Stop it.
Michael McGillicuddy.
Stop it. Stop it.
No, but wrong person.
I'm just bringing back old terrible NXT names.
Justin Gabriel.
Okay, Justin Gabriel is good.
You
Skip
stop
Sheffield.
that.
Skip Sheffield.
Okay.
Michael Tarver. Darren Young. David Otunga.
Ooh.
Wade Barrett.
Okay. David Otunga is his real name, though.
Yeah.
Brian Danielson.
That's his real name.
That's his real name.
I mean, he was Daniel Bryan.
You upset me.
What a
Disappoint
waste.
me.
What a waste on Skip Sheffield. Then
Yeah,
he became Mr. I'ma hurt you.
all that money wasted on an awful performer. So sad. So sad.
Steroids. Get your steroids here. Get them while they're hot.
He actually changed his name legally to Ryback.
Yeah, he did.
That's stupid. So he switched his real name, Ryan Reeves, to fucking Ryback.
I'm pretty sure isn't it Ryback Reeves? Did he keep his last name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So now instead of being called Ryan, now his name is Ryback.
That's just like switching your name to just McLovin, like just one name. You know.
But he has the rest of his name. He just changed his first name.
Right. I know. I'm just saying, like, if he would have just changed it to just Ryback.
Now that would have been stupid. But he's stupid anyway.
Yeah, it's just like having McLovin.
This summer, to a concert near you, Cher and Ryback playing the hits just like they can.
I got you.
What?
Feed me more.
Yeah.
Also, as a support, I can't even get this one out. As a supporting member, Brodus Clay.
Oh God!
It's somebody
Tyrus
call
now.
your mama.
It's Tyrus now.
Oh God!
Brodus Clay and Sweet Tea, aka A-Train.
AKA Tensai.
No, A-Train.
AKA hairiest man on earth.
Yes.
A-Train.
A-Train was hairy. Tensai was not hairy.
A-Train,
he was shaven.
A-Train was amazing.
So was Tensai.
Yeah, Tensai was good.
Tensai sucked.
You sucked.
You suck.
No, I prefer A-Train. He should have came back as A-Train.
You prefer
beat
Dick.
the crap out of everyone. What? Are you challenging me?
I was trying to keep a straight face, and Brandon just had to mess it up.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said you like dicks, but you prefer.
How am I not supposed to laugh at that? How am I supposed to not laugh at that?
I don't know. Is Jay laughing at that? Was that really that funny?
So here's the thing. I don't have the speakers on. I am only hearing you guys through the microphone. And I feel like if Jay could hear most of this conversation, she would interject more than just me talking about Otis.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We're not talking about Otis. We're not talking about Otis.
We're not talking about Aaron Matthews.
Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I thought we were talking about Dick. That's what I thought. I'm
Same
very
person.
confused at what we're talking about. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry, yeah, gotcha.
We're talking about Aaron Matthews. Because I
know the story.
The fallen star, Aaron Matthews.
I accomplished something. I'm champion for almost 2 years now.
Wait, hold on. You actually got to suck your own dick. That's amazing.
No. Shut up. Shut up. No, I've been champion
the fallen
for
star, Aaron Matthews.
I am not a fallen star, okay? I am still pretty damn bright, okay?
Now that would be a good heel persona. like legit. Like,
oh, fair enough.
Legit.
We call you the fallen star, and you just get so mad you don't even wrestle. Like, you're just so upset at that, you just walk out.
I go out to the ring and say, "Yeah, I'm not performing tonight. I'm sorry."
Bye. No.
Shawn Michaels moments.
Like you're ready to wrestle. You're coming out, and then they announce you as the fallen star, and you're just like, no, nope, and just
It's
like
like
taking
that.
off shirt and throw it.
It's like that one time that Triple H was called out by what's her face? I can't remember her name right now. The ring announcer,
Lillian Garcia.
Lillian Garcia, yeah, as the former WWE champion, and he
Yeah.
just goes off.
Yeah.
Just the best.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Yeah.
It do be
I
like
mean,
that sometimes.
I guess we can run with it.
You gonna play us out there, Jared?
Yeah.
About me.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to this. Sorry we're a little late. But again, if you want this a weekly show again, go ahead and comment below or hit me and Aaron up on Instagram, Wrestler616, Jared Weathers YT on Instagram. You're obviously on my YouTube channel, so Jared Weathers Official. Aaron Matthews, Spike Nather for Brandon on YouTube. Follow us at Cheap Marks.
Yep.
Cheap Marks on YouTube. I still have to make an Instagram for it.
When's the next video coming out for Cheap Marks?
I don't know.
Good point.
Because watch my NXT review on Cheap Marks.
That's right. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Jason, but we'll.
He's the fallen star.
No, I'm the fallen. No.
Wait, you're not. Whoa! Now, yeah, he's excited.
No, I'm the shining.
It's already
star.
recorded. It's already recorded.
I'm the golden.
It's on tape.
I'm the golden.
You are not Kota Ibushi. Calm down.
I'm the golden. I'm not a golden lover. I'm the golden star.
I don't know. You like Dick,
I knew
remember?
you were a golden lover. I knew it. Okay.
According to Jared, you like Dick.
Oh.
I mean, likes Kenny Omega's, just saying.
Oh. Want to play a little beat trigger with him, huh?
Shut up. No.
Combo breaker.
Playing with
fatality.
Shut up. No, I'm the golden star. I am the best in this company.
Oh, guys.
There we go.
Guys.
Yes.
Listen to me. So before we go to the others, I wanted to run something by you guys.
Okay.
So, we have this podcast. This is pretty much everything. What would you guys think about taking the wrestling out of this and making it the Cheap Marks podcast?
And just make it strictly on wrestling?
Yes.
I mean, that's what mostly this podcast is about.
Pretty much. But then we can add a lot more non-wrestling stuff to this and have a wrestling podcast only for cheap.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right. Well, that means that we have to set a time and a day so we're all on together.
Right.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
We'll figure that off air. So that means I'm going to be on 4 podcasts, you guys. It's going to be amazing. Yay.
I'm considering bringing back my old podcast, Life in the Backyard.
Yeah.
Wrestling podcast. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
Well, if you do, let me get on that too.
Okay, we'll do.
Okay.
And it will be on Anchor, and it's obviously on Anchor.
Of course. And we'll put it on your YouTube channel as well. I will do that. Don't worry. You don't have to do that. All right, guys. Is there anything else you guys want to plug or anything before we get out of here?
I got one thing, obviously.
Guys, you want to know what we all got to do?
What?
We all got to take a trip to Disney and build our own lightsabers.
That we do.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Brandon,
you down for that? On the the Fallen Star's paycheck.
Golden Star. No, okay. I am not going to settle for this. Okay, you are going to recognize me as longest reigning champion, le champion, the Golden Star, Aaron Matthews.
Dude, he just
You do
stole
realize,
everything.
yeah, I was about to say, you do realize there was like 3 different copycats in one sentence, right?
I don't give a damn, you stupid
Next year,
idiot.
next you're gonna be like, I'm the best in the world at what I do.
I'm the best in the world.
And here we go.
I am the voice of the voiceless. I am the voice of the generation. I am the best
Fallen star.
there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
So
I
let's
would
hear
like
that's
Bank on
Bret
that.
Hart. That's CM Punk. I'm pretty sure it's Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
Suck it.
Okay. Anyways, if we're going to actually plug something here, I can't wait for it to be fixed up sooner or later. I know Jared's working hard on it, but make sure you do check out our Cheap Marks channel and check out the video I just posted, the Undertaker streak list, as my opinion. I was very proud of making it, and I'm proud of Jared working on it. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Is the match from WrestleMania 9 on that list by any chance?
Of course.
Well, I mean, technically, there was no decisive.
Okay. Honestly, that match is a little too high for me personally. Should have been last.
They don't even show it in the streak hype package. They used to. They don't anymore because it's such an embarrassment.
We could talk about the streak list on your guys' opinions on the first episode of Cheap Marks if you'd like to, but first things first, let's fix that video so everyone can enjoy it.
I am the game.
Oh my god, game over. Game over, man.
Game over, man. Game over.
Game over. Game over, man. Game over.
All right, guys. So, Wrestler616 for Aaron on Instagram. Jared Weathers YT. Aaron Matthews. You're obviously already on my my YouTube channel, Jared Weathers Official. If you're listening to this on Spotify.
Also,
I am in the middle of the outro here.
Also, check out Mayhem Wrestling. Watch both Mayhem #1, Time for War 2018, and Mayhem #2. Even though sadly I wasn't on the card for Mayhem 2, but that's okay.
Spike Nether on YouTube for Brandon. Don't worry, we will get him an Instagram page.
Yes, we will.
Cheap Marks on YouTube. Eventually, Cheap Marks on Instagram. Probably Cheap Marks YT on Instagram.
And Cheap Marks Podcast.
Eventually. And of course, Cheap Marks Podcast, which will be a part of the Weathers Media Podcast because everything's owned by me.
Everything, Jared.
Let's see.
All right. I'll catch you guys later. Be safe.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.